Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering unboxing. So today we're going to take a look at the Rivals of Ixalan bundle. Let's flip it over. You can see there's a 20-side die rolling around inside there. So the contents in here is a player's guide with encyclopedia, Rivals of Ixalan card box, 10 Rivals of Ixalan booster packs, 80 card basic land pack, a spin down life counter, and a magic quick reference card. So let's open this up and have a look at what's inside. So if I'm correct on this, this is the last of the sets from the 2-set block system. The very next regular magic set that comes out will be back to, we'll be into new territory, I suppose, with single set blocks, which I'm actually quite looking forward to. Certainly for me, I play a lot of, or used to, a lot of online drafting, particularly when they were doing the flashback drafts, and I must admit it is, I find it a lot easier to draft with like a single set. Okay, so let's get this organised. So I think, as I've pointed out with other openings of these, what they've done now is, instead of having that sort of throwaway spacer that they always used to use, you now have this sort of low profile cardboard container. I use this basically to keep things like dice inside of, but as you can imagine, I've got quite a few of those now. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a quick look at the artwork on here. There's our spin down counter. See if we can find the, oh, there we go, there's the set logo. And the other cool thing is with this, it's always nice to see companies sort of cutting back on any additional packaging now. So I seem to remember they always used to shrink wrap the boosters as well, but they're now just in there. And there's our land pack. But before we go into that, let's have a look at this in Player's Guide and Encyclopedia. So obviously we're carrying over themes from the previous set, because this will be the second set of the block. So a bit about Legends of the Immortal Sun, Sun Empire, Legions of Dusk, River Herald, and Brazen Coalition. So again, the same tribes are present as was in the original Ixalan set. Then we got some reference to some main characters in the set here. And the top 10 coolest Rivals of Ixalan cards. This is something you see a lot in these encyclopedias. They've been doing this for quite a while now. So number 1 is Hyutal, I think that is. Hyutli Radiant Champion, Angrath the Flame Chained, Time Stream Navigator, Galta Primal Hunter, Former the Dinosaur, Azor the Lawbringer, the Immortal Sun, Legion Lieutenant, Azor's Gateway Sanctum of the Sun, and Seafloor Oracle. I'm just going to quickly look through this just to see if there's any of those sort of 2-colour cards they have to indicate possible drafting avenues to go down. And you normally see those at common. we have a card here with Ascend on it. So Ascend, if you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. When Deadeye Brawler deals combat damage to player, if you have the city's blessing, draw a card. You can see there's a double-sided card there. Got, Planeswalker in the set. The card within Ascend there in white blue. We've got a green-white card here with Enrage on it. Whenever Siegehorn Ceratops is dealt damage, put 2+1/+1 counters on it. It must survive the damage to get the counter. So we'll open up our packs in a moment and actually have a proper look at all the cards that come through. Pretty nifty artwork in here. So the other thing you'll notice is the land artwork is from the previous set, and this is something that they've always done in Magic, where you've got large set and then smaller set. They just reuse the land from the previous set. So if you've not seen these, I'm just going to flip through these quickly until we start to see some repeats. It looks like we're starting to see that actually now. But there you sort of get the idea of the how the themes of the set might be flowing through to the artwork for the land. Right, so let's have a look at a thing that everybody's always interested in. Let's see what sort of pulls we get. So you can see here, just to show you the artwork on the packs. Looks like we've got 4 pieces of artwork there. Okay, so let's see how we do on our mythic account. Got 10 packs, so hopefully we should get at least one mythic. So starting off with our commons, Goblin Trailblazer, which has Menace on it, Moment of Truth, Crashing Tide, Rezka Frillback, Fathom Fleet Border, Secrets of the Golden City, which has got this Ascend on it, so if you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. Draw 2 cards. If you have the city's blessing, draw 3 cards instead. Jungleborn Pioneer, Cleansing Ray, Mutiny, Squire's Devotion, and our uncommons in this pack, Forerunner of the Empire, looks like that's Dinosaur Tutor, Raging Regisaur, shake the foundations, and we have, so it looks like because of the presence of double face cards, we've got these checklists. So if you choose to play them that way. And our rare is Path of Metal. So it's a red-white legendary enchantment. When Path of Metal enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each creature that doesn't have First Strike, Double Strike, Vigilance or Haste. Whenever you attack with at least 2 creatures that have First Strike, Double Strike, Vigilance and or Haste, transform Path of Metal. So we have a transform card. Metzali Tower of Triumph. It's a legendary land. Transform from Path of Metal. Tap, add 1 mana of any colour to your mana pool. 1 and a red, tap. Metzali Tower of Triumph deals 2 damage to each opponent. And 2 and a white, tap. Choose a creature at random that attacked this turn. Destroy that creature. Sorry, I'm just having trouble reading it because it's interesting. The writing doesn't stand out brilliantly against that background. And we've got a Merfolk token. Another Goblin Trailblazer. Legion Conquistador. Sea Legs. Canal Monitor. Orazka Throwback. Dusk Charger. Sworn Guardian. Impale. Bombard. Sunhorn Sentry, another card with a send on it. Enter the Unknown, so we're moving into our commons here. This has got Explore on it, so target creature you control explores, reveal the top card of your library, put that card into your hand. If it's a land, otherwise put a +1/+1 counter on the creature, then put the card back or put it into your graveyard. You may play an additional land this turn. Majestic Heliopterus. Sadistic Sky Marcher. With flying and lifelink. Oh, excellent. We have our first mythic. So, Hootley Radiant Champion. Legendary Planeswalker Hootley. 1 and a +1, put a loyalty counter on Hootley Radiant Champion for each creature you control. -1, target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. And the -8 ultimate, you get an emblem with whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card, and it has a loyalty of 3. We have an island and a treasure token. Fanatical Firebrand, Swaggering Corsair, Sanguine Glorifier, Dusk Legion Zealot, Hunt the Weak, Waterknot, Gleaming Barrier, Strider Harness, I believe that's a reprint, Jungleborn Pioneer, Gruesome Fate, and our first uncommon, Sea Red. Then we've got Curious Obsession, Charging Tuscadon, and our rare is Direfleet Daredevil, 1 and a red creature human pirate with first strike. When Direfleet Daredevil enters the battlefield, exile target instant or sorcery card from an opponent's graveyard. You may cast that card this turn and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell. If that card could be put into a graveyard this turn, exile it instead. And we've got an island and a golem token. Sanguine Glorifier, Spirewinder, Brazen Freebooter, Voracious Vampire, Naturalizes in here, Jungleborn Pioneer, Buccaneer's Bravado, Grasping Scoundrel, Secrets of the Golden City, Tilonali's Crown, and moving on to our uncommons, Blazing Hope, Golden Demise, Aquatic Incursion, and our rare is Bishop of Binding. 3 and a white, it's a 1/1 creature vampire cleric. When Bishop of Binding enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Bishop of Binding leaves the battlefield. Whenever Bishop of Binding attacks, target vampire gets +X until end of turn, where X is the power of the exiled card. It's a mountain and a city's blessing token. Once you have ascended to the highest temple of Rozaka, I think that is, the power of the immortal sun is yours to wield forever. Yeah, I must admit I'm having trouble reading that italicized text. Divine Verdict is in here. River Data, Sun-Crested Petrodon, Voracious Vampire, Plummet, Recover, Snubhorn Sentry, the card with Ascend on it, Kite Sail Corsair, Traveller's Amulet is in here, Evolving Wilds is also in the set with new artwork. Strength of the Pack, our first uncommon. Golden Demise, the card with Ascend. Siren Reaver has Raid on it, so Siren Reaver costs 1 less to cast if you attacked with a creature this turn. And our rare is World Shaper, 3 and a green creature Merfolk Shaman. Whenever World Shaper attacks, you may put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. When World Shaper dies, put all land cards from your graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. We've got a forest and another treasure token. Spirewinder, Brazen Freebooter, Divine Verdict, another Plummet, Dusk Charger, Jadecraft Artisan, Buccaneer's Bravado, another Bombard, another Snubhorn Sentry, got a Colossal Deadmaw in here, a Relentless Raptor, so we're moving on to our uncommons again, Pitiless Plunderer, Swift Warden, and our rare is Siegehorn Ceratops. It's green-white for a 2/2 creature dinosaur with Enrage. Whenever Siegehorn Ceratops is dealt damage, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. It must survive the damage to get the counters. And there's an island and a sapling token. So far we have a mythic count of 1 and no foils yet. I'm always pleased when, it's always extra nice when the mythic turns out to be a legendary. Crashing Tide, Stampeding Horncrest, Raptor's Companion, another Plummet, another Dust Charger, another Jadecraft Artisan, Mutiny, Cleansing Ray, Orazka Relic, Waterknot, and our uncommons are Hornswoggle, Imperial Ceratops, Oathsworn Vampire, and we have another mythic, Polyraptor, 6 and 2 green. It's a 5/5 creature dinosaur with Enrage. Whenever a Polyraptor is dealt damage, create a token that's a copy of Polyraptor. Another one of our double-faced mark cards, whatever you would call them, and a dinosaur token. Okay, so we now have a mythic count of 2. Crashing Tide, Stampeding Horncrest, Raptor's Companion, Dust Charger, Gilt's Grove Stalker, Voracious Vampire. So not surprising, we're seeing lots of repeats now with the commons. Buccaneer's Bravado, Martyr of Dusk, Sworn Guardian, Colossal Dreadmaw. Our uncommons, we have Jungle Creeper, we have Woodland Stream, Shake the Foundations, and in our rare slot we have another legendary creature, Nezal Primal Tide, 5 and 2 blue for a 7/7 legendary creature, Elder Dinosaur, no less. Nezal Primal Tide can't be countered. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Discard 3 cards, exile Nezahal, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the end step, or the next end step. Interesting. So we've got a swamp, and then... oh, I see. The Magic the Gathering skin pack now available for Minecraft. Okay. Pack number 9. Crashing Tide. Orazka Raptor. Raptor's Companion. Naturalize, Moment of Craving, Aggressive Urge, Kite Sail Corsair. I think we're seeing a few cards here we've not seen before at common. Jade Bearer, Traveller's Amulet again, we've seen that before. Martyr of Dusk. Our uncommons are Stormfleet Swashbuckler, Swift Warden, Raging Regisaur, and in our rare slot we have Direfleet Daredevil, which we've had one of these already. 1 and a red creature, human pirate with first strike. When Direfleet Daredevil enters the battlefield, exile target instant or sorcery card from an opponent's graveyard. You may cast that card this turn, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that card, to cast that spell. If that card would be put into a graveyard this turn, exile it instead. That's a 2/1, and then there's a plains and a treasure token. Still no foil yet, but 2 mythics. So we're on our last pack. Let's see what we get in here. Looks like our first common is going to be another Divine Verdict. So So Divine Verdict, Spire Winder, Oreska Raptor, Plummet, Dusk Charger, Exultant Sky Marcher, Shatter, Tilanali's Crown, Deadeye Rig Hauler, Strider Harness again, Sky Marcher Aspirant, so moving on to our uncommons, Reaver Ambush, another Raging Regisaur, we've got quite a few of those, and our rare is Awakened Amalgam. So it's 4 to cast, it's Star, Artifact, Creature, Golem. Awakened Amalgam's power and toughness are each equal to the number of differently named lands you control. And we have a swamp and a treasure token. So that's interesting. I think that's the first bundle or fat pack I've ever opened where I actually haven't had a foil card. But of course I got the 2 mythics there. So there we have it. That's the new Rivals of Ixalan set. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.